Hello everyone, Pockets here, playing some more EVE Online. Once again on Kurst, trying to grind up to our level 3 missions. I'm just flying back home from Dixie and taking a look at the things as we go here. So I didn't make quite as much ISK as I had wanted. I only made about, I'll show you here, 5 million for those 2 sites, so I'm going to have to run some more sites. However, the Christmas event starts tomorrow, so I might hold off till tomorrow to run them so I can also get credit for them. I don't want to burn out on the sites before the event starts. There's a Rogue Storm site. Oh, didn't want to do that. By habit, click the Rogue Swarm site. Warp. So I'm going to get us back. We're going to run some missions, get ourselves the last points. If we scroll down to Sisters of Eve, we're at 2.6 of 4, so it shouldn't be too bad. Most of the sites give us close to 1, so if we run like 4 to 6 missions, we should get through it. So that's great. The storyline event gave us a pretty good little boost here. So I'd like to get there and get our Hurricane built. So I had some questions on one of my videos about what I'm going to do once I hit the end, once I get to Battleship and level 4 missions. The nice thing about level 4 missions is it's pretty decent money, especially if you're going to only fly as Alpha. You build some pretty decent little ships on level 4 mission money. There's lots of options we can do, and I'd like to hear your guys' ideas and what you'd like to see me do. I know there's already a lot of Alpha solo PvP videos by people who are much better at solo PvP than I am. So while it might be funny to watch me fail miserably at PvP, if you want to see that, let me know. I'll certainly run it. Other options I was thinking were exploration. Without a cloak, I've never really done a lot of it without a cloak. I have done a lot of exploration, just always relied heavily on that cloak. So it might be interesting to do some wormholes on an Alpha. That'll all require extra training though, so we'll have to see how that goes. Another idea I had, and I mentioned it in some of the earlier videos, would be to start training into an incursion ship, because I've never done incursions, and see if I can do that for some ISK generation. I could put him as an Alpha back into faction warfare and do some solo faction warfare stuff and some group faction warfare stuff as an Alpha. However, honestly, when I do faction warfare, I'd rather just fly my guys so I can fly the ships I fly. Fly Keltoran with Fed Up. So if you want to see faction warfare stuff, I can start recording that on him. But mainly, this guy was just a test to see about getting to battleships, so I don't know what exactly I'll do with him once we get there. Any suggestions? That'd be good. I could maybe try to get him into one of the big alliances and see how that works, but yeah. So let's get him to battleships and we'll worry about it after that, but I definitely want to hear your ideas. I'm certainly willing to chat about it, either on my public Discord or on my public channel of my Malro Discord, or in YouTube proper, which is the best place for this stuff because at least it relates to the videos, and other people can join us there. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments, and we'll definitely figure it out from there. I'm just going to read through, like I said, I'm going to do these Rogue Swarm sites starting tomorrow. It's only a few hours away, so I don't want to overdo it. But I want to get back home, run 4 to 6 missions. So let me get home so we don't waste too much time, and I will pick this up once we're on a mission. Alright, we are warping to the grid on our first mission. We're going to be running the score level 2 against Serpentis. I'm going to try to blitz it. Instead of killing everything, I only need to kill group 3, which is identifiable as the group having the cruiser in it. So we're going to beeline for that, and we're going to try and take him out as quick as possible. Forgot to switch out my hardener, but that's okay. I don't think we'll have a problem tanking the kinetic thermal Serpentis does. And I switched to phase plasma so we can do thermal damage. It's kind of the best option. We have fairly limited kinetic damage on our projectiles. They all kind of do a bit, so we'll just do a double down and do the major thermal damage with secondary kinetic. But this shouldn't take too long. We're going to go right ahead and pop in here and see if we can't kill these guys. Kill us some Serpentis pirates. Go, 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 go. Take a look at my last few missions with this ship and skin. As I said in my previous video, I don't usually get rid of ships. I don't sell them. I keep them around in case we need them. So I'm sure we will see this guy again during some events here or there. There's our cruiser, so that's his group right there. That's his group right there. I don't want to. I'm going to box like these guys. Box like these guys? No, fly towards them. Okay. Doesn't let me box select. We're not going to even bother turning that on because they don't do that kind of damage. What do we have to get within? 57. So, and we get to shoot out to 35. Afterburner's on, we'll get some speed, here we go. I'm pretty sure that destroyer's part of this group, the lower one here. So we'll just grab these. There he is. We're going to go ahead and orbit him. We'll start. It's actually... What kind of speed are we getting here? Does that lock him? He's already locked. Okay, we're going to switch this to the range. We can start shooting these things a little earlier. See if we can aggro the group. Oh, I forgot to repair my drone. That's from when I lost the one. One still has some damage. So I've got all these guys targeted. These are the ones I need to kill. I'm going to go ahead and pull this back. Because they're coming in close now, so we'll switch back to tracking speed. Turn it on. Let's wipe out this guy. Give her. So one of the things I've been thinking about doing, and I'm going to do some testing, I should have done it while we were in Dixie, was picking up artillery for our destroyer for running the rogue swarm sites this time. I think we might get better being able to stay back a little bit more, especially if we're just going to jump in on sites people are already doing it and kill the drones again to get the points. I'm thinking, to be completely honest, it might be worth it just to put artillery on it instead, get that extra little bit of range. We do lose a little bit of DPS that way, but be worth giving it a try. So between this video and the next, I will probably get artillery fitted on that baby. And we'll try that out in the next episode while we're running the event sites. Should be fun. And we'll just align here. That should complete the mission, right? Market is complete. Did I have to loot something? I'm going to try warping off. It just says kill and warp out, so I'm going to do that. I'll warp over here to this Astrahoos and see if we get the little green check mark. If not, we'll just come back in and kill everything. It's fine. I was hoping to be able to blitz it. That should have been group 3 unless I missed one. See what it says here. Read details. Destroy the ships you encounter. Oh, it says all the ships. Okay, so maybe it's no longer blitzable. It's one thing you gotta watch for. Sometimes the missions data on e-survival is a little out of date. But that's okay. We'll just warp back. We'll kill everything out. Kill everything else out. Well, poop. Okay. The things you learn. Usually I just kill everything anyways, but I figured we'd try blitzing it. And we will continue to try blitzing, but it looks like this is a kill-all mission now, so not a problem at all. I should have repaired my drone, but that's okay. We'll watch them. I will definitely pay more attention this time. So I'm hoping to get the last few missions done in this video, so I'm going to be like skipping through pits. I'll edit out all the warping around. Let's just run the missions. I'd like to be done in this video, and I'd like to be done within the 30 to 35, maybe 40 minutes. So we can move on to fitting and building our Hurricane in the episode probably later this week after the event. But there's we have it. So that did not work, so we will just go ahead in and we will wipe everybody out, which is fine. It is perfectly fine. Let's actually, because we're probably going to need it, go ahead and preemptively switch to long range, because now we're not going to be close again. We're probably going to bounce off the stupid gate again too here. Go, 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 warp before we bounce. Okay, nope, we bounced. Yep. Might have to get in the habit of warping to... Okay, are you going to bounce again? You're going to let me warp. Good, we got it. If it bounced again, I was going to move. Might try doing the warp to 10. I don't know if we can do it to missions. I've never tried. It's never really been an issue. Usually I just do what needs do. Oh, these guys are actually closer than I thought. Alright. So we're actually going to go right ahead and stop this. We'll sit still and try to shoot them. We're going to mitigate as much of the words traversal as we can. And once they're in close enough, get our hobgoblins out there too. I should have waited till they were shooting me, but that's okay. Okay. And that's the only problem with artillery is the cycle time. I mean, you're doing a lot of damage. Oh yeah, they're 35 kilometers. We'll get them on this guy. That's right, I haven't trained those skills yet. And we'll shoot him. Probably one-shot him anyway. Okay, return drones because you're getting shot at. It is alright. I can take care of it from here, my friends. Start actually approaching these guys to bring them in range. The one thing I have learned is the way the math works, because there's such a big gap between ultimate and fall-off. Basically, I take a small hit. I think it's 50% between 35 and like 70 kilometers or something. So we might not need to switch so much to the range script, but we will see. Like, for example, well, we'll target this guy. He's close. Then we'll try to shoot these guys while they're out that far and see what happens. So it is interesting that that fall-off is where projectiles really, well, one of the places projectiles have it over most anything else. The other thing I just realized, and I knew it, but it didn't clue in, is that I didn't need to be training controlled bursts because projectiles don't use cap when you're firing them. They're capless, which I knew, because it's the entire reason you use Macarials when you're Citadel bashing with the current Void Bomb mechanics, because you don't lose your weapons when your capacitor's gone. So you passive tank and projectile weapons, and that's the whole reason. So wasted a few, maybe a couple 100,000 skill points there. But that's not a problem because it may come in handy later if we ever train into some other weapon systems. But it was just a fun little tidbit that when I was looking at my skill points this morning, I realized I had trained it and didn't really need to. Yeah, see, I'm having no problems wiping these guys out even at this range. Shoot him. As you can see, it's applying just fine. And that should be the mission. That time, yeah, okay, so you can no longer blitz the score. Note taken. Note taken. That's one mission. I will bring you back when we're doing the next one. Exciting times. We'll see where we get. Alright, so I went back to base, and it gave me a mission against the Kaldari, so I skipped it, because I don't want to be taking too many standings hits against the 4 main factions. And then the next mission was the score once again against the Serpentis. However, it's in Samela, so we don't have to warp to the next thing. And I remember to switch out my tank this time, so we should have no problem. Now we know what to do, and we know that we can't warp out, so this one should go pretty quick. I actually meant to check my standings. So, interactions, sisters. So we got 0.5 with sisters for that. So yeah, up to 8 missions. So we may or may not get it done here today. Well, in the recording. I may do a couple off camera. If I get the score again after this one, I will just do it. You guys don't want to see it again. Seems to be a popular mission with these guys. I'm sorry about that hiccup. I don't know where that came from. Stand by. Bit of water there, see if that'll calm my nerves, because apparently I'm nervous, I guess. I don't know why I would be, but that's just the way it is. Alright, so we're just going to sit here. We got our tank on. These guys are technically in range, so we'll see if we can shoot them. I would say everything's in range except for the ones we can't reach, we can't target. So yeah, not a problem. So yeah, good on. I like that with the projectiles, being able to reach out pretty far, and again, that's their benefit, and I knew that. I was just derping my face off. These are all things I know that in the heat of the moment you don't think of. So beautiful. We'll just keep laying into these guys when we can. Try to get the next group. Let's bring them all in, I don't care. If we can bring them in under 35, we can get the drones on them too. And I forgot to repair my damn drone again. You guys need to remind me to repair my drone next time, because that's embarrassing. As a primarily Galente player, I should care more for my drones. I mean, come on. Shoot. I am going to tell you one thing. I do miss my missiles. I did, just for the fun of it, one night when it was late and I couldn't record because I couldn't be that noisy, I got on one of my other alphas and ran a couple of the rogue drone sites in a Corax at like 40 kilometers. That's what gave me the idea for fitting artillery. That's when I realized I should do that. Just warp into the site at like, get away from the guys and just shoot them from like 40 kilometers. It sucked for racing if someone showed up, but it'd be great for grinding those little guys. And it was just one missile in each, so I was wiping out 7 per volley essentially. It was pretty awesome. Next time, if you guys are interested, I can record that too. He's a He was a fully trained alpha from before the change, so he had all of the skill points. Or no, he had half. He's at 230. I didn't train any of the basic industry stuff that they can train just because I don't industry. So I skipped some stuff on purpose, but he's a pretty decent. He's got a lot of all the support skills to alpha max for missiles. He can now train at level 2, so I might keep him as like a... Or get him into a cruiser with rapid light missiles and just have him as a clerical alt for running sites as well if I feel like it. I don't know why I like having so many ships. I might have to get closer to these guys. Nope, look at that. But yeah, so he's there as well. I can do some stuff with him if you are interested, but I'm having a lot of fun running it with this guy. I just know I miss the missiles. I just like watching them fly, the trails. I just like them. I don't know. It might be offending some of my Fed-up bros if they hear me talking that I like missiles, but because missiles are primarily a Kaldari weapon, but I like them. But this has been interesting having to learn to deal with traversal. I'm really curious to see how my Maelstrom performs in level, well, and the Hurricane perform in their selected roles as well. Worst case, I'll just scrap this guy and we'll train the other guy into Drake and we'll take up from there. But I don't think we're going to have a problem. I think we'll be just fine. Because most of my level 4s was basically going directly away from the opponents and shooting missiles behind me. So, I mean, artillery will work just fine if they're not going around us. So, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. It's been an interesting journey. The training time on alphas can get ridiculous when you get to the higher skills. Like, I want to get to tactical shield manipulation 4. It's going to be 7 days. 7 days. Crazy. My, where is it on my thingy here? I think it said it was something like 1 day, so I don't know why it's so high. Because my Evemon says it takes 1 day for an Omega, so it should only take like 2 or 3 days for me. So I don't know. I'll have to look. I will have to look into that. Oh, let's target our next guy. This window's in front of me blocking my view. They're nice and close now, so should have no problem finishing them off. I'll get my drones out there too. Target this guy. Now they're probably going to take some hits with these yellow box guys. We'll have to watch them here. But that'll be okay. Just get ourselves through it. Yeah, I don't know why. It says 1 day, 17 hours, so it should take about 3 days, but it says 7. So I don't know what's up with that. Can I shoot and target these guys? That'd be fantastic. Thank you. I hit the button, but it was still cycling. Not used to such a long cycle time still. Wasted shot there. Boo. Because the drones took him out. But that's okay. We're doing just fine. Did I fail to track that destroyer? I did. If I do this, I can probably get a little bit less traversal. I should actually put, you can see here, angular velocity. There's a thing, I'm not going to do the math, but it's basically, you look at your tracking speed and this, and they work together, and that's your chance to hit. I can't be bothered to do the math. So if you're interested in the math, go look on the EVE Wiki page, EVE University Wiki. They should have the calculations there if you're curious on it. I use a program called PIFA sometimes when I really want to theory craft. It does the math for me as well. But that's that. I'm going to go ahead and drop this off. Drones are in. Reload guns. Turn off these. And this time I'm going to try not to forget to repair my drone. So I'll be back when we're ready for the next mission. Alright, we are now on our way to be on grid with our next mission. We got Pirate Intrusion, once again against the Serpentis. Gonna have to watch out for dampening this time. I forgot to fix my drone again. Darn it. Okay, well. Looks like there's a blitz on this one as well. We can kill one of the groups, but it might be hard to see them. And sensor dampening is going to be a problem for us. So we'll probably have to make sure we kill anything we see dampening us quick. Basically, we have to wipe out everything in the first pocket and then kill one of the groups. I think group 3, I'll see if we can identify it. It's going to be tricky because they're not really identifiable, but we'll just go in here and we will see what we can see. Let's get on grid and let's start killing all the things. Start killing all the things. So I guess this gate is closed. We have to kill all of these guys. So we're just going to approach the gate because I want to be nice and close to them. When time comes, we got to kill these things. So we'll just kill them all. May or may not get our drones involved. We'll see how long these take. Let's wipe out the small sections. Just, yeah, we'll start. This guy's close. We'll sort of go in range order. Ooh, we got some more here. Because they're the more threatening if they're close. I think it's the chiefs that can dampen us. We'll see what happens. Yeah, right here. That's a watchman. Let's blast him. You see all these dampening here. These are the guys we want to try to kill. Okay, this guy. Get him. They're not doing too big of a deal on us. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Let's get our drones out just in case. They might take a lot of damage though because we got some heat coming on. Come on, wipe him out. Beautiful. This guy's dampening us here. Might just let the drones do their thing. Go. All the damps are gone. Nope, one more. This guy. Hopefully that'll be the last one with the ability to dampen us. And we're at the gate, kind of. Let's get a little closer, actually. And wipe that guy. Let our drones take care of that guy. So far they're not taking any damage. Everything is going well. Which is exactly when things stop going well. It's when you think you've got it. Right? Okay. Let's try to get up all the rest of these guys as best we can. Just start firing. Turn on our tank because duh. I was very distracted. I'm still trying to figure this out. The biggest problem I see is that it's pretty much our lowest. If we look at the stats, we'll get this where we can see them to make sure we know when our guns are shooting. Its primary stat is intelligence, secondary memory, and our character is the lowest in intelligence, and memory's not that great either. So, yeah, that's the problem. I still don't get why it tells me it's a day and a half for an Omega, but 7 days for an Alpha. I'm gonna sit down and see if I can figure that out just because I need to know. This is actually starting to hurt. So we're gonna get moving. We're gonna wipe out this cruiser because he's probably the one really hurting us. We'll drop one of these. Our drones can take care of them. I said drop it. Drop it. Thank you. Let's target this guy. Let's get our cannons on him. Oh, let's take one more shot at him. Might as well. Actually, we'll get the drones on him. Get this guy dead. And that should help with some of the DPS. The destroyers probably don't tickle either. There we go. We'll stop. Let's keep it range instead. So take away our traversal, which is actually helping us against him as well, but drones are fighting that guy. That's fine. They're not taking any damage. That's also good. There we go. That was... Got distracted looking at the skill, and once again did not see me taking all that damage, but that's okay. We managed to take care of it. Alright. So we'll return our drones. Get ourselves aligned with this gate. It says fine. Drones are in. We'll just go ahead and jump into the next system and go to town. This time we're going to focus. We're not going to get distracted. We're not going to go off and look at other things. And it's going to be beautiful. We're just about to land on grid with the next group. Again, we have to watch for dampening. And one of the groups with the destroyers will be the one we need to kill. So I think we're probably just going to wipe them all out. We're going to do it from here. Take as many shots as we can at range. And how about? So, blap. Before they start moving, tank is on, tracking is on. There's a cruiser here. We're going to go ahead and... where is he? He's down there. There's a couple cruisers. Let's start heading sort of this way, but we'll go to the side. I'll manually pilot off to the side of them so we don't just dive bomb in on them. We'll get ourselves set up. we have stuff in range of our drones? We do, but they're not targeting us yet. We shouldn't have done that. We should have killed these guys first, but that's okay. They're all within, so we'll do that. And we'll worry about these guys targeting us first. So not this guy. They're all within range of my drones now, so we can do this. We'll just keep an eye on here, make sure they don't start taking shield damage. I'm having trouble getting the words out. It's been a long day. This is taking longer than I thought. I have to do more missions than I actually anticipated because math is hard. That I didn't actually do very much of the math before I started playing, but that's okay. I have a lot of fun doing it. And so I'm going to do it, and that's just the way it's going to be. Just the way it's going to be. I'm targeting all the guys that are targeting me. I'm thinking the furthest group away is these guys. Those are the ones we want. I bet you any money. So I'm going to actually head this way now before we aggro this other group, because it might aggro on distance. So drones are taking some damage. I'm going to go ahead and pull him in. He'll return to me. And I'll put him back out once reloading my my artillery. That is not a problem. Drones, do your thing. You can go back out. And let's shoot this guy. We're starting to get these guys targeted as well, but let's see here. Where's the group we're going after? There. I bet you that's them. Maybe not. There's no destroyer in there. You know what? Just kill them all. Kill them all. Let's stop being fancy about it. Put him back in this group. Target the new guys that are targeting me. The nice thing is they appear to be beside me. Not nice at all. Let's... That'll be fine. It'll be fine. Shoot this guy. I gotta shoot this cruiser down actually, so let's get him out. Because he's gonna be the one hurting me. So far no dampening, which is great. I don't mind that at all. Dampening's one thing. Fighting the Guristas is one of my least favorite things. With their friggin' jamming, because you can't do anything. At least with dampening, you can just get closer. I mean, sometimes it gets so bad that you have to get right in. I've had some level 4s against the Serpentis where I couldn't shoot them with missiles for a very, very long time while they were dampening me. And it sucks, but jamming is the worst. Because you can't do anything, it doesn't matter where you are. You just gotta kind of sit and wait it out, try to kill them before they can lock you again. Alright, where is this guy? We want to get rid of these. It'd be nice if I could identify the groups. I almost think it is this group. So let's unlock these. Let's grab these guys. Don't target the... Oh, don't target that thing, please. We'll start wiping them out. We'll see who aggro's with them. Because it might be this destroyer as well. Which might be our target group. So let's try it. Because the quicker we can do this, honestly, the better. Because I'd like to get to level 3s. Level 3s, you actually start making decent ISK. Level 1s and 2s are kind of scrub level. You know? Training level. So we'll wait. We can stop as long as the cruiser's not shooting at us. Once he starts shooting at us, we will... change tactics a wee bit. And these guys are all locking us here. Nobody knew though, so let's see what happens. Can I shoot this? I'll let the drones deal with him. I'll shoot this guy. He's the closest other. And then this guy. There he is. That one targeted us. That's perfect. We'll see if we got the right group. Put him on. Nope. Okay. Oh, he's starting to target us. So let's just get our traversal up a bit. Going this way. Just for now. Drones can be on him. Let's wipe these two out and see if we can get the mission complete off this group. And if not, we'll kill the last few. Not a problem at all. Drones aren't taking any damage. Everything is coming up. Everything is doing well. Let's orbit this guy at our current. Nope, I didn't mean to turn that off. Keep shooting him, please. There we go. Tracking is on. So now he's coming up behind us, so we should start having less traversal. Which is fantastic. Just gotta send a message to my corp mate here. I don't think he's on our Discord. And I like to have him there, so if I need to reach out to them, that's the best place. Okay, we'll go ahead and stop because this guy's pretty much dead. Let's add our guns to the mix and wipe him out a little faster. Whistling. Does not look like that was the group, so we'll just wipe the rest out. This guy's further, so we'll probably be able to get rid of him. Distance and traversal helps with tracking. If they're close and orbiting you, they're harder to hit than if they're further away. And that's just the way it works with guns. That's all guns except missiles. Missiles are affected by speed and signature radius. And then there's some stats on the missiles that play into that, but they're completely different than guns, and that's what I flew for 4 years, so I'm much more used to missiles. But there's another mission down. Let's hand it in, see where we're at. 7.9, so we managed to make almost 2 entire points. That's not bad, actually. And that was 3 missions. So yeah, it would take about 4 to 6 missions. So I'll probably do... We'll see how I feel. I may run these off camera and just get to the level 3s, because it won't be done tomorrow, because I'll be running the event sites. Maybe we can do those in a hurricane. So yeah, I think we'll see how my day goes. I might try to run them up today. If not, I will just do another video after the Yule event video and run the last few missions we need. But we are getting so close, I can taste it. That's going to be it for today, folks. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new and you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well. I'm out of here.